student, good morning. Yes, welcome back to our quadrilateral. Yes, as same as I'm once again reminding you. So be careful regarding the COVID-19. Yes, are you all? Be in the safe. Yes, okay. Now we will come to the next problem of your exercise 8.2 here. So what is that? Second problem. Yesterday we have solved the first one. So now second one. What is the second question? ABCD is one of the what? Rhombus. This ABCD is one of the rhombus and P, the P, Q, R, S are the midpoints of the sides of this rhombus AB, BC, CD and AB. These are the midpoints and show that the quadrilateral, yes, the quadrilateral, which one you obtained here, P, Q, R, S. This is the quadrilateral formed by the line joining of the midpoints of the sides of the rhombus. This is the one of the rectangle and we have to show that. Yes. So just bring it here. Now just you have to join the diagonals of this rhombus. Yes, AC and BD are the diagonals of this rhombus and they meet each other. They meet each other at the point O. They meet each other at the point what? O. These AB, AC as well as BD are the two diagonals of the rhombus ABCD. Just now we will take here first triangle ABC. Yes, here the triangle ABC, ABC and P and Q are the midpoints of AB and BC. P and Q are the midpoints of AB and BC. If we join this line we join the midpoint of two sides of a triangle, it is parallel to its third side. It is the midpoint theorem, already have studied. By using the midpoint theorem, we can decide this PQD is parallel to what? AC. And also one more thing we learned here, this PQD is parallel to AC as well as the length PQ, it is half of the length of the side AC. Okay, so give this equation as 1. Okay, now same way comes to next triangle ABC. If you take the triangle ABC, here S and R are the midpoints of AD as well as CD. Yes? If we join the SR here, the line will join the midpoint of two sides of a triangle ADC which is parallel to its third side AC. Yes, same way ADC is a triangle, SR is the line which joins the midpoint of AD as well as CD. So this SR is parallel to AC as well as this SR is equal to half of the AC. So give this equation as 2. And same way here, automatically by using the from equation 1 and 2, we can decide your SR it is equal to PQ and also your SR is parallel to PQ. Now if we get this PQRS is one of the parallelogram. Why? Because in this PQRS, yes, in this PQRS quadrilateral, yes, PQRS quadrilateral, your SR equal to PQ. This SR which is equal to PQ as well as parallel. What is the condition of parallelogram? If one pair of opposite sides are parallel as well as equal, then automatically the given quadrilateral should be what? Parallelogram. So like that PQRS is one of the parallelogram type. ಈಗ ನಾವು ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಈ ಪ್ಯಾರಲೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಅನ್ನು ಒಂದು ರೆಕ್ಟಾಂಗಲ್ ಅಂತ ತೋರಿಸಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ದ PQRS should be what? One of the rectangle. ಇದು ರೆಕ್ಟಾಂಗಲ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಐತ್ರಿ? Opposite sides are equal as well as parallel and also one of the angle of this interior angle of this quadrilateral should be what? 90 degree irbeku. Yes, you got it? Yes. See here, let the diagonals of ABCD, the diagonals of the rhombus ABCD are intersect at the point O. ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ diagonals AC ಮತ್ತು BD O ಒಳಗೆ intersect ಆಗ್ತವೆ. Yes, then here ನೀವು intersect ಮಾಡಿ ಈ PQ ನ ಲೈನ್ intersect ಆಗೈತಿ, ಆಮೇಲೆ AC ನು ಲೈನ್ intersect ಮಾಡೈತಿ. Yes, so here you got one of the quadrilateral. ಈ ಒಂದು quadrilateral ಸಿಗ್ತೈತಿ, which is that OMQNO or OMQN is one of the quadrilateral. Here MQNO or OMQN is one of the quadrilateral. Here your MQ it is parallel to OM. Why? Already our PQ it is parallel to AC. Yes, and same way QN it is parallel to OM. Why? Already our QR it is parallel to the BD. Yes or no? So that's for first QN it is parallel to OM. Now just observe here your angle MQN which is same as the angle NOM. Why? Because the opposite sides of this quadrilateral are equal here. Yes, so you can take this MQN, this Q angle as you can take as ಇದನ್ನ ಏನಂತ ಬರ್ಕೋಬಹುದು ನಾವು angle PQR ಅಂತ ಬರ್ಕೋಬಹುದು. Yes, same angle it is. So in place of MQN I will take angle PQR which is equal to NOM. Why? Because angle MQN it is same as angle PQR, same angle measurement it is. Okay, so now we will get NOM as a 90 degree. Why? Angle NOM as a 90 degree. Why? Because in a rhombus, if you take one of the rhombus, here the diagonals are cut each other perpendicularly by its diagonals are intersect each other perpendicularly ante gottaiti. So we can get this angle as how much? 90 degree. Yes, so diagonals of rhombus are perpendicular to each other. Rhombus ಏನಂತಾರೆ perpendicular to each other ಇರ್ತವೆ. So you can take the NOM angle as 90 degree. Automatically your angle PQR, this is a 90 degree here. Yes, your parallelogram with one of its interior angle is a 90 degree. It becomes a rectangle. Yes, PQRS is one of the parallelogram having one of its interior angles as 90 degree. So here the Q interior angle is a 90 degree. So automatically your PQRS is one of the rectangle. This is a proof. Yes, just pause the video and take it. Next we will go to the third question. Yes, now come to the next problem here. So what is the next problem? Here your rectangle ABCD is a one of the rectangle here, and the points P, Q, R, S are the midpoint of A, AB, BC, CD and AD. P is a midpoint of AB, Q is a midpoint of BC, R is a midpoint of CD and S is a midpoint of AD. So now what is our job? Show that the quadrilateral PQRS is a one of the rhombus. Andre enri rhombus andre enu? All four sides are equal to each other and the diagonals are intersect each other at right angles. Yes, these all conditions we have to satisfy for this PQRS here. So for that purpose, first I will take what? Here in a triangle ABC. This is a triangle ABC. Here P is a midpoint of AB and Q is a midpoint of BC. So the line joining PQ, it is parallel to the third side by using the what? Midpoint theorem. Yes, by using midpoint theorem, here PQ it is parallel to AC and this PQ which is equal to the half of the AC. So give this equation as 1 and same way select the triangle ADC. Here also S is the midpoint of AD and R is the midpoint of BC. So the line which joining the SR it is parallel to the AC as well as SR it is equal to half of the AC. So if you use the equation 1 and 2, automatically you will get the PQ which is parallel to SR. Why? PQ is parallel to AC and the same AC is parallel to SR, means automatically SR and PQ are parallel as well as they are equal. Yes, SR and PQ are parallel as well as equal. This shows one pair of opposite sides of the quadrilateral are equal as well as parallel. We can decide this is a one of the parallelogram. What is that? Yes, see here, your PQRS is one of the quadrilateral. PQRS is one of the quadrilateral. It should be it satisfies all the conditions of the parallelogram. So here PQRS becomes one of the parallelogram. ಇದು ಒಂದು ಪ್ಯಾರಲೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ನಮಗೆ ಇನ್ನೇನು ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ಸ್ ಅದಾವ್ರಿ? ಎಸ್, ಸೊ ಆಟೋಮೆಟಿಕಲಿ ಸೇಮ್ ವೇ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ದೀಸ್ ಟು ಟ್ರಯಾಂಗಲ್ ADB and BCD, you will get the next sides also parallel, means your PSC is parallel to QR and PSCT is equal to QR. ಏನ್ರಿ, ಇವೆರಡು ಟ್ರಯಾಂಗಲ್ ನಮಗೆ ಪ್ರೂವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ADB ಒಳಗೆ BBC ಒಳಗೆ ಪ್ರೂವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ automatically you will get SP it is parallel to or PS it is parallel to QR and PS it is equal to QR. And same way comes here in the triangle BDC. Here we will BDC ಒಳಗೆ R ಮತ್ತು Q midpoint of BC and DC ಅದ. If you join these two, automatically you will get QR it is parallel to BD and QR it is equal to half of the BD. It is equation 4. Yes. So now you know that the diagonals of the rectangle are equal. ಏನದವ್ರಿ, diagonals ಏನದವ, equal ಅದವ. Yes, the diagonals of the rectangle are equal, means AC equal to BD here. So now from the equation 1, 2, 3 you will get all four sides are equal to each other. These all four sides are equal to each other and both the diagonals are equal to each other, means even PQRS is one of the rhombus. Your PQRS is one of the rhombus, we can decide. Yes, just pause the video and take it. Now we will go to the our next question, fourth one. Yes, I hope all of you got it. Any doubts here? Yes, any doubts here? No. Same way, ಇವೆರಡು ಟ್ರಯಾಂಗಲ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಇವೆರಡು ಟ್ರಯಾಂಗಲ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಒಂದಕ್ಕೊಂದು ಅಪೋಸಿಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ಸ್ ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲ್ ಅದಾವ, ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಅದಾವ and diagonals also equal, then all four sides are equal as well as diagonals also equal, means it is a property of the rhombus. So we can decide that PQRS is one of the rhombus. Yes, any doubts again? No problem. Okay, now we will go to the our fourth question of this exercise. Yes, just take here. Yes, if it comes to next problem, what is the next problem here? If ABCD is one of the trapezium. Yes, with here your AB it is parallel to what? DC or CD. AB which is parallel to DC or CD, and ABCD is one of the parallelogram and trapezium, and the point E is a midpoint of AD. E it is a midpoint of AD and the line EF cuts the side AD as well as BC. Yes, the line which passing through the E which intersect the point which intersect the side BC at the point F. EF ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೈತ್ರಿ, BC ನ F ಒಳಗೆ ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೈತಿ. ಹಂಗಾದ್ರೆ ಅವರು ಏನು ನಮ್ಮ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಯಾರಿ, if E is a midpoint of AD and show that the line which intersect the BC at F, yes, this F is also the midpoint of BC. You have to show that F is the midpoint of BC ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಾರ, ABCD ಒಂದು ಟ್ರಾಪೆಜಿಯಂ ಐತಿ, ಇದರೊಳಗೆ E ಅನ್ನೋದು ಮಿಡ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ AD ಐತಿ. ಈ E ನಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಒಂದು AD ಇತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ Fನು BC ಮಿಡ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ IT ಅಂತ ತೋರಿಸ್ತಾರೆ. ಎಸ್ ಐ ಗಾಟ್ ಇಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ನೌ ನಿಮಗೆ ಒಂದು ಥಿಯರಮ್ ಬಂದ್ರಿ, ಕನ್ವರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಮಿಡ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಥಿಯರಮ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಮಿಡ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಥಿಯರಮ್ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದು ಥಿಯರಮ್ ಪ್ರೂವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಏನಿರ್ತೀರಿ ಅದು, ದ ಲೈನ್ ವಿಚ್ ಡ್ರಾನ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ಮಿಡ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಒನ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಟ್ರಯಾಂಗಲ್. ಅಂದರೆ ಇದು ಒಂದು ಟ್ರಯಾಂಗಲ್ ರೀ. ದ ಲೈನ್ which drawn from the midpoint of one side of the triangle is parallel to the second side. The line which drawn from the midpoint of the one side of the triangle, it is parallel to the second side and also it bisect its third side. It also bisect its third side of the. Yes, I have studied that. What is that? The converse of midpoint theorem. Same way, if you apply the same way here in triangle ABD, if you apply this one in a triangle ABD, yes, take here the triangle ABD, the point E is a midpoint of AD and this is a line which is drawn from the midpoint of one side of a triangle is parallel to the second side and also which intersect, also it bisect the third side, means which intersect at a point G here, and this line will bisect the BD as two equal parts, that is BC and GD. Yes, see here your EF. Yes, in triangle ABD, EF is parallel to AB and E is the midpoint of AD. Yes or no? E is the midpoint of AD. Then by using the converse of midpoint theorem, we can decide this G will be the midpoint of BD. Andra ಈ ಲೈನ್ G ಒಳಗೆ ಕಟ್ ಆಗ್ತೈತಿ, ಆಮೇಲೆ BD ನ two equal part ಆಗಿ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೈತಿ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ G will be the midpoint of what? BD. ತಿಳಿದ್ರಿ ನನ್ನ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್? ಈಗ ಒಂದು ಟ್ರಯಾಂಗಲ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಒಂದು ಸೈಡ್ ಮಿಡ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಇಂದ ಒಂದು ಲೈನ್ ಡ್ರಾ ಮಾಡಕತ್ತೀರಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರ ಈ ಲೈನ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಗೆ ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲ್ ಇರ್ತೈತಿ ಅಂಡ್ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಅನ್ನ ಬೈಸೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೈತಿ. ಎಸ್, ಸೇಮ್ ವೇ ಈ ಲೈನ್ BD ನ ಬೈಸೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೈತಿ. ಯಾವ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಕಟ್ ಆಗೈತಿ? G ಒಳಗೆ. G BD bisect ಮಾಡ್ತೈತಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ what it means? G is the midpoint of BD. Got it? Okay. Next, as same as EF it is parallel to AB. Yes, EF it is parallel to AB and AB it is parallel to CD. EF AB parallel ಐತಿ, AB CD parallel ಐತಿ. Automatically even EF is also parallel to what? CD or DC. Means your EF is parallel to what? CD. And same way we will take one more triangle here in triangle BCD. Where is that? BCD. In triangle BCD. Yes. G is the midpoint of BD. G ಏನೈತ್ರಿ? BD midpoint ಐತಿ. G ದಿಂದ ಒಂದು ಲೈನ್ ಅನ್ನು ಈ ಟ್ರಯಾಂಗಲ್ ಡ್ರಾ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರ ಇದು ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಗೆ ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲ್ ಇರ್ತೈತಿ, ಥರ್ಡ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಅನ್ನು ಬೈಸೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೈತಿ at the point F. Yes or no? Same theorem, same. G is the midpoint of BD. Yes, the line which drawn from the midpoint of one side of a triangle is parallel to the second side and bisect the third side. Yes, by using converse of midpoint theorem, automatically you will get F as the midpoint of BC. Why? This line bisect the BC at the point F. So F is the midpoint of BC. Our requirement is also show that this F is the midpoint of BC. Got it? It's very interesting fact here. Yes, F is the midpoint of BC. I hope all of you got it. Yes. Okay, dear student, we will go to the one more question here. We will see in this session, that is the fifth question of this exercise. First, you have to pause this video and take it. Video get blurred here. Once again, see here. Yes, E is the midpoint of AD. The line which is drawn from point E to the midpoint of one side to, if you draw the line, it is parallel to the second side and bisect the third side, and G is the midpoint of BD. And same way, if you take this triangle BCD, G is the midpoint of BD. If you draw the line from the midpoint of one side of a triangle, it is parallel to the second side and bisect the third side. Same way, G of P is parallel to BC and F divides the BC into two equal parts. Automatically, your F becomes the midpoint of the BC. Your F becomes the midpoint of BC. Yes, just pause this video and take it. I hope all of you got it. Yes, okay. One more question we can take here, that is the fifth question of this exercise. Just we will see now. Yes, comes here with the next problem. The fifth problem here. In a parallelogram ABCD. Yes, this ABCD is a parallelogram. E and F are the midpoints of AB as well as C. And so that the line segment AF and EC intersect the diagonal BD. ಏನು ಪ್ರೂವ್ ಮಾಡಂದ್ರೆ AF ಮತ್ತು EC BD ನ ಇಂಟರ್ಸೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾವು, ಕಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾವು ಅಂತ ತೋರಿಸುತ್ತೆ. Yes, okay. Comes here in the ABCD parallelogram. ABD is parallel to CD. Why? Because in a parallelogram the opposite sides are equal as well as parallel. So AE it is parallel to AB, it is parallel to CD. And automatically your AE it is a part of AB, FCD is a part of CD. So AE is parallel to FC also. And your AB it is equal to what? CD. Opposite sides are equal. F is the midpoint of CD. Then E is the midpoint of AB. You can take half of AB as AE and half of CD as FC. Yes, here half of AB, half of CD. Yeah, half ತಗೊಂಡ್ವಿ. ಎರಡು ಸೈಡ್ ಸೇಮ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿ your equation is balancing. So same way, both this side I have divided by 2 here. So half of AB is nothing but AE, half of CD is nothing but FC. So here AE equal to FC means in a quadrilateral AECF, this one pair of opposite sides are equal as well as parallel. It is nothing but your AECF is a one of the what? AECF is a one of the, yes, see here ABCD parallelogram, your AECF is a one of the parallelogram. Yadri AE which is equal to CF as well as they are parallel. So this AECF become one of the parallelogram. Now take a triangle DCQ. Where is that? DCQ. This is a one of the triangle. In this triangle, F is the midpoint of DQC or DCQ. How then? F it is a midpoint of DCQ. The line which drawn from midpoint of one side of a triangle is parallel to the second side and intersect the third side. This is the line. FP is a line which drawn from midpoint of DC. It is parallel to the QC as well as it bisect the DQ into two equal parts. Yes. So here PF or FP. FP it is parallel to what? QC. It is parallel to the second side and it is bisect the third side. By using converse of midpoint theorem, what it is? The line which drawn from the midpoint of one side of a triangle, it is parallel to the second side or another side and bisect the third side. So P automatically your P becomes a midpoint of DQ. Means your DP is equal to PQ. Give the equation as 1. And same way, take one more triangle as AB. What? AP have to select next. Yes, in triangle APB. Here E is a midpoint of AB. The line which drawn from E midpoint of AB to its next side, it is parallel to the second side and bisect the third side. So automatically your EQ is parallel to PA and your what it is DPQ it is equal to QB. Yes, here UQ EQ it is parallel to the AB and by using the converse of midpoint theorem what it states, the line which drawn from the midpoint of one side of a triangle it is parallel to the other side and bisect the third side. So by using that EQ it is parallel to AB and PQ it divides EQ divides the BP into two equal parts means PQ it is equal to QB. Give the equation 2. So from 1 and 2 here DB equal to PQ and here DP equal to PQ equal to QB means automatically your DP is equal to DQ. Your DP, where is DP? DP it is equal to PQ means automatically the line EC and AF intersect the diagonal what? P. Yes, and the segment AF and EC intersect the diagonal. This is the fifth question of this 8.2 exercise. Yes. Dear student, here remaining only two questions here. One it is so that the line segment joining the midpoint of opposite sides of a quadrilateral bisect each other. It is a very interesting as well as easiest thing, you can do that. And seventh one also very easiest thing. I hope you can solve that. Yes. So with this, your quadrilateral chapter is completed. Only two exercise. Only the concept is here. One it is a properties of the parallelogram and second one the midpoint theorem and third one converse of this midpoint theorem. Yes, if you remember these three things, you can answer any questions which comes under this quadrilateral chapter. Yes, I hope all of you got it. Just pause this video first and write it. Yes, I hope you have written. Okay. Dear student, we can meet in the next chapter. Up to that, take care. Bye bye.